Memorial Day edition of Atlanta and Company. We share some crafty ways you can entertain your guests today. We also take the sting out of a new hobby you can try this summer. And we share 7 eco-friendly tips that will make a big impact on your Memorial Day cookout. All the fun starts right now on A&C. Good morning, friends. Before we start the show, we'd like to thank all of the men and women of our U.S. Armed Forces who have given their lives in service to our great country. We also want to thank their families as well. It's because of these brave men and women who serve our country that we are able to enjoy the freedoms that we have today. And now, in a It's All Good segment, I was going to say switching gears, but it's not really switching gears because we're talking about the good that these men and women do for our country. And now we're talking about good and fun segments with our dear friend, lifestyle expert Sean O'Keefe.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day to you.
Thank you so much for coming out. You look so dapper.
I'm color coordinated for the whole day. I've got my red, my white, and then the blue.
Thank God, because I just grabbed a shirt and some pants and said, let's go.
Well, I have people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you do.
People make this easy for me.
I want your people to help me out.
I can share them with you.
Okay,
It'll be
good.
a lot of fun.
Okay, and I know you have some It's All Good stories. There
were a couple that were really... Yeah,
Good?
they were great. They were great. So the first one, I guess, is going to come up on this little screen here at some point.
Here. It is all good.
There we go. So this is the funniest roller coaster faces, and they were hysterical. There were some that were just over the top. I don't know if they were scared. I don't know. Who's this guy on the phone?
What a cell phone. He's like, hold on, let me talk to somebody.
Just look, right? So this guy is really scared. This guy is probably a little too affected. He's completely oblivious to what's going on.
How do you even take a call in the middle of all that action?
I don't know. I'm not a roller coaster kind of guy. But the makeup, she's going to gouge your eye out. This guy's flossing or doing some sort of oral brightening treatment and shaving. So this kind of, maybe this one is a little composed than in the real picture.
Exactly.
But it's kind of fun because you always end up having 1 or 2 reactions. It's that like this one,
that's
right?
awesome. That is awesome.
And she looks like she's having a particular problem. There might be a small bag down here that she's leaning into.
Trust me, yeah, I've been on those.
It's good.
Are you a roller coaster type person?
Not at all.
I did like the big water slide on the Disney cruise, the Dream, which was fun.
Monopoly,
you only have a Monopoly. Oh my gosh. Wait, they're on like a water ride there too. I can tell. That's a little
water rides. You were going to say that you enjoy those?
I do. That, and you know, when I have young kids, they're getting bigger. I'm going to have to get used to until they're old enough to go alone.
I don't know if I would do that.
Going with them. I know it's tough.
I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah.
The Universal Studios, they have the Jurassic Park ride.
Yeah.
And that's a water ride. And it's great. They give you an opportunity of having a little jacket or having a wet T-shirt contest. So it's kind of good. It plays out really well.
Exactly.
The next one, and it's coming. It's coming. There we are. This is my favorite. Okay, so this is like completely backwards.
What?
Right. So what they've done in this is great. This is Mary Moore at Cook's Warehouse would love this.
Exactly.
Right? So it's a water turbine that is spinning rotisserie chicken on an open fire in the camp. There's a little video from YouTube there of it happening.
That is awesome.
I think that's where we need to go. I'm going to be trying this weekend. The past week we had a horrible day of rain. The creek by my house rose about 4 feet. I could have had 150 chickens going at the same time.
No kidding. That is very MacGyver-ish.
It is. It's very creative. It's very creative, and I like this, but this is really fun.
I know.
It's like hard luck baking in the woods kind of thing.
But you know they're eating well.
Adventure dining.
Exactly. You would like that. You somehow could make that an elegant affair.
We may try this when you come out to the house next week to do some bee stuff and some garden stuff.
I will love it. And by the way, Sean is going to stick around a little later in the show for a very special segment about bees.
I might even change my coat for it.
Okay, good. I
Make it even more fun.
Okay, I love that.
Thank you.
All right, and one last story about kids,
Here it
which
comes.
everyone loves kids, right? Silly things we believed as kids. Oh boy.
It's great, right?
Very
so
gullible,
that's stuff like eating a watermelon seed and you'll have a watermelon grow inside you.
Yes, always heard that.
Which is really kind of fun. This particular story, they listed maybe about 30 or 40 of these things that we tell our children, like don't look under the bed when the lights go off, the boogeyman will get you. Like kids believe that stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
And we have to be really careful when we sort of lay these sort of foundations in, because when you're told things as a child, like, the majority of our brain paths are formed before we're 3 and 4 years old. So you've got kids going out, chewing chewing gum and swallowing it. Your
Right,
liver,
right.
kidneys, and all the
I
body will
always
stick
heard that.
together.
Yes.
Stuff like that. So I just really be careful what you tell your children,
I
because
know.
they're going to grow up based on these sort of foundations that you lay in there.
Listen, I remember when I was little, remember Creature Feature? Remember that show with the creatures? Well, I was so impacted because a creature got somebody when they were lying in bed and their arms were out, that to this day I never sleep with my arms out.
Well,
isn't that weird? I'm always very bundled up.
And this is sort
I'm
of akin
afraid
to
of
what
that.
this one was, that your stuffed animals
Yes.
come alive when you're not looking.
Yes.
Like that would scare me to
I
death
know.
if that happened.
I do have a little nightlight that's on, and I do bundle myself up because of things like this when I was younger.
Well,
I'm
I should
scared.
have a conversation with your mom and dad about that, because that's really, you
Hey,
know.
or Jim. Poor Jim.
Or give them the bill for the therapy.
Exactly.
Listen, you know, you have no idea what you did to me when I was growing up.
What you allowed me to watch, exacally. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
It is all good.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Your
I was
fist
just a
bump?
little, no, I was
What
just
is
a little, no, just open your palm.
Open my palm.
Oh, it's so sweet.
I'm like, it's just another thing that I'm not hip and cool with, yes. If you have a fun or interesting It's All Good story, we want to hear from you. Please go to our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/ATLandCo, or tweet us using that hashtag, It's All Good. And as I mentioned later on in the show, Sean comes back.